Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Facebook Live Friday. This Friday morning, the end of February, today we're talking all about your secret garden of success. My name's Heather Petherick, and I am the soul and sass behind our private Facebook group for female business leaders of style, wit, and savvy. Now, as you are joining, ladies, I would love to know, are you watching the replay or are you on our live feed this morning on Fridays at 9 a.m. Mountain? What's that, 11 Eastern? I go live every Friday, bringing you some great inspiration, content, and training. And today we're talking all about what is your secret garden of success. Ladies, as you're piling on, give me a thumbs up, a hello. Hey, Susanna, you made it. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you're here today. And ladies, as you're piling on, let me know in the comments, type replay if you're watching the replay, or type live if you are here on live for Facebook Live Friday. I want to jump in and talk about, awesome, Susanna, thanks. Really, I want to talk about this idea of a secret garden of success. Now, a little backstory for you. Who of you have actually read the childhood story, Secret Garden? Anybody? Anybody? Hands up? Post a 1 in the comments if that's something that you are familiar with. Hey Ashley, thanks for being here. Have you read the story, The Secret Garden? Now, I read this story years ago as a child, but it came back up on my radar as I was actually reading it as a bedtime story to my daughter, who is now 12, not too old for bedtime stories with mom. And I absolutely love this story and this concept of its secret garden and how it applies to us in our career or in our businesses. You know, think of a secret garden. It is this safe, nurturing place, often walled off, protected from the rest of the world, a place where we can enter, and it's just about us. It's about us slowing down, focusing on what's in front of us. It's a safe place to nurture ourselves, our vision, our dreams, our career, our business, so that we can really grow strong. So big ideas can take root, that we can really get the attention that we need and grow our business, our empire, our career into what it really is meant to be. Hey, Aubrey, thanks for being here as well. So I was thinking about this concept of the secret garden and how every woman business leader really needs to have that place for her where she can go, really get the attention, the pouring into that she needs to really grow, take root her big ideas, and really develop something beautiful. But how often, ladies, are we trying to cultivate our career or our big business ideas in barren soil where it's highly competitive, there's not a lot of inspiration being poured into us, we don't get a lot of private attention, coaching, or mentorship, and then we wonder why our business is anemic or our efforts are, sort of getting brown and crispy on the edges? Who can relate to that? Post a 2 in the comments if you can relate. Do you have a secret garden, or are you trying to, cultivate your career and business idea on barren soil? Ladies, as you're joining, I love seeing you ladies pile on. Thank you for being here. I have been fortunate in my career. Susan's posting it too. Cool. Yes, I feel it. I've been fortunate in my career for the last just over a decade being a success coach for female business leaders. I have experienced a lot in terms of different communities, whether it was networking communities, mastermind groups, brainstorming, group coaching. I've pretty much, I feel like I've seen and done a lot of the group thing, and I have a really good perspective on what works and what doesn't. And I'm really being called this spring in 2018 to name it and claim it, to really create something in this community for you that doesn't make the mistakes that I've seen so many other communities make. And we're going to get into what some of those mistakes are that I want you to be able to navigate around. I really feel called to create a nourishing, high caliber, deeply connected community of really committed business leaders. Now, this isn't the newbie. This isn't for someone who's just starting out. This is for established female business leaders, whether you are an entrepreneur or whether you are in the career on the corporate side. It's really about developing a high caliber and committed community to be your secret garden for your success. So I want to share with you today in today's Facebook Live what I see are the 5 essential qualities for a secret garden for success. Okay? The qualities that you need for a high caliber community that can nurture you, pour into you, and help you grow the best version of yourself and have that show up in both your career and business. You excited? Is that something you guys want to learn about? Post a 3 in the comments if you're excited about what these magical 5 qualities are that create your secret garden of success. Okay? Sweet. Okay, so first quality that I want to talk about is size. Okay? It is so important for a secret garden of success to have the perfect size. All right, we're posting 3s. You're with me. So, just like Goldilocks and the 3 bears, you don't want something that's too small and you don't want something that's too big. We've probably all had those experiences where we can get into an industry event, maybe it's a conference, maybe it's a women's inspirational group or league, and you've got 50, 100, 200 women in the room. And as inspiring as that size of a group can be, as high as the energy can be when you get that many, big thinking, powerful women in a group, the problem with that is that you become a faceless name in a sea of big thinking women. And for those of us who are introverts, or those of us who still have some seed of self-doubt, we can get lost in that size of a community, right? 50 women, 100, 200 women. It's hard to make deep, continuous connections with women in that size because number 1, it's stinking intimidating, and number 2, the extroverts often fade into the distance. Now, while too big is not good, nor is too small. Maybe you've had the privilege of being invited into or part of a mastermind community. And if you don't know what a mastermind is, it's really a small group of like-minded individuals that are coming together, contributing really their own time and energy. There's no financial incentive, there's no financial commitment, but it's a group of like-minded individuals coming together to support one another in whatever way that takes. So it's usually a regular call where you dive in, roll up your sleeves, and share what's going on, and open yourself up to inspiration, ideas, and being challenged by other members. The problem with some of those groups is that it's hard in our local geography at times to find that, 4, 6, sometimes 8 like-minded individuals that aren't too close to doing what we do, and we aren't going to feel like we're being competitive, but also have the same mindset in terms of quality of communication, level of integrity. And when you get a group of 4 people together and one flakes out, well, crap, you're down 25% capacity and you lose a lot of momentum, even though maybe you've spent months trying to get that group together. So just like too big is not good, 50, 100, 200, you get lost in a crowd and you don't get private attention. A group that's too small, 6 or fewer, if you lose 1 or 2 members because of business failures, personal health issues, or just them flaking out, you are screwed because you lose critical momentum and that group think. Anybody relate? Who here has been part of a small mastermind? It's great while you get it, but because there's no financial commitment, sometimes it's easy to lose critical members, and then you lose that magic sauce that comes with having enough brains coming together. So that's the first essential quality of a high caliber community, your secret garden. It's got to be bigger than 6 or 8 members, and it's got to be smaller than 50. In fact, I'm going to name and claim right here that in my personal and humble opinion, your secret garden needs to be between 8 and 15 women. Women that have like-minded, that are truly committed, and really have the same standard for integrity, quality, and how they operate. Let me know what you think. What do you think is the perfect size of a secret garden or high caliber community? Aubrey says, myself and a friend. Great when we made time, but then we both fell off the wagon. Exactly. Masterminds are great when they work, but they often are a wobbly structure because there isn't that commitment of both time and energy, and they are quite casual. Thanks for posting that, Aubrey. Awesome. Okay, that's the first quality, size. Size is a critical component. Second critical component of your secret garden is diversity. Hells yeah for diversity. And what I mean by this is that you've got to have a community of women where you are truly the expert in your area. I think we've all been part of networking groups where maybe there were, maybe you're an accountant or a bookkeeper and there was 2 or 3 other bookkeepers in the room. And tell me if I'm wrong, but there's a temptation for us, no matter how confident we are, to be a little protective when there's someone else in the room that does what we do. Susanna says, 15 seems big to me, but I'll trust your wisdom. Thanks, Susanna. Awesome. I'd love to know, Susanna, what feels just right for you. If you're going to go to that Goldilocks, not too hot, not too cold, not too big, too small, what feels just right for you? I'd love to know. But getting back to diversity, when it comes to your secret garden, a place where you can truly feel safe, truly reveal some of the challenges that are going on in your career and business, and be open to receiving inspiration, ideas, and input from other high caliber women, you do not want to have somebody else in that room that does what you do. You want to be able to truly shine as the expert in your area. And that's what I mean by diversity. A beautiful secret garden is one where it's not all roses, right? There are lots of different plants. Susanna says 6 to 10. Cool. Keep that in mind. So diversity. When you go into a secret garden, the beauty of that garden is that there is diversity in flora and fauna. You want to see, what makes a rose bush stand out in a secret garden is that it is truly the only rose bush. It is the showcase rose bush. Now, there may be other beautiful ferns, trees, water features, wildlife, but each member is an expert in its own. It is a specialist in that area. And that's really what it takes for diversity in your secret garden. You want to know that you are truly the expert in your area and that you can truly shine. And not only shine, but really feel safe in revealing the challenges, the inevitable challenges that you're going to face as a business owner or as a professional inside a large organization. So diversity is crucial. Hey, Tanya, thanks for being here. Okay, so first 2 qualities, size is super important. Number 2, so is the diversity of who's in the room and who shows up in that secret garden. The third quality, that's where we're at now, third quality of a secret garden is this. You've got to have strong leadership, right? There's a saying that a surgeon does not do surgery on himself or even his family members. And I think that's really a saying that reflects the point that I'm trying to get across here, is that when you join a secret garden of high caliber business women, for support, for nurturing, for inspiration and accountability, you want to be able to relax into that space. You don't want to be the one that's also booking the room, organizing the food, deciding what we're going to talk about and when we're going to get there, creating an agenda. Honestly, at your level of business, at your level in your career, you have better things to do with your time. A secret garden, remember, often is walled off. It is protected. It is well curated by the gardener, who is making sure that the right individuals come into that community with the right chemistry, the right diversity, and the right size. So just like a secret garden often has a wall defining it, your secret garden of success needs to have strong leadership. So I talked about having, casual masterminds in the past. That's one of the critical problems with a casual mastermind, is that the members are required to be both members and leaders and organizers. And honey, I know you do enough leading in your career and business right now. You don't need to take on additional responsibilities to try to curate a secret garden of your own. So that's what I mean in this third essential quality, is that whatever secret garden you enter, it needs to have strong leadership so that you can relax into that space and truly be poured into, not worrying about organizing it for others. What do you think of that? Love to know your feedback on that. Susan, Tanya, Ashley, Robin, Aubrey, I know you are here. What do you think about having strong leadership in your group? Okay, fourth quality. Hold on. Fourth quality, remember there's 5 of them, so we're getting to the end. Fourth quality of your secret garden is that the membership needs to be highly committed to their own growth. Individual members got to be really going for it. And they also have to be committed to one another. Now, just like Mom said, she got it right. You get what you pay for. And we've all been part of groups that were either free or there was a budget-friendly monthly membership that made it accessible to a lot of people. But the problem with low budget or free groups is that you get what you pay for. And often free groups means that people you don't want to be hanging out with are showing up, taking up your time. And the people I'm talking about are the drama queens, the trolls, the flakes, the uncommitted, and the uncertain. Now, I'm not knocking free groups or low monthly membership groups at all. They have their place, and I myself have been the benefit of being inside of some of those groups at earlier points in my business and career. You know, when you're just getting started, you don't have a lot of resources. You've got to bootstrap, and you take what support you can get at a budget that works for you. But at this level, when you are an established business owner, an established professional, a leader in your organization and in your industry, you don't have time for the free anymore. You need tailored support and mentoring. You don't have time to put up with trolls, flakes, and the uncommitted, or the drama queens that are still trying to figure it out. You have a lot of demands on your time, and you are pointing the way for your group, your community, your team members, and your clients. So you need support that is truly tailored, and it often does not come at the free level. Plus, when you make a financial commitment to a group, you know that everyone else in that room has made the same commitment. And that separates sometimes the wheat from the chaff, and you get what you pay for. It is truly a unique thing to be in a room when you know that every other member has made a significant investment to be there. It means you're going to show up. It means you're going to bring your best, and you are going to contribute at your highest level, not only to your own vision, but the vision and growth of the other members as well. What do you think? Free or a financial investment? So you want to make sure that you really are getting in the room with serious players, and that doesn't often come at the free or low monthly membership fee. Love to know what you think there. All right, we are 4 qualities down. Here is the last one that I wanted to share with you. The 5th and final essential quality to create your secret garden of success. You with me? Post a 4 in the comments if you are loving it, ladies. Okay. Last one, I'm just reading through your guys' comments here. 5th quality is consistency. Oh, Aubrey says, I've been part of both. The paid are always better. Okay, I would love for you to jump in here, Aubrey, and tell me, what is it about the paid that makes a difference? I mean, I can sit here and talk all day about my own experience, but I'd love to know what yours is, Aubrey. Why is the paid group better? Okay, while you're typing that, I'm going to keep going on here with number 5. So the 5th quality, essential quality of your secret garden is consistent exposure and accountability. Consistent exposure and accountability. The truth is, ladies, is that the longer you are in a highly committed group, the greater your return on investment. Why? Because your relationships deepen, you understand what's going on, and the members understand where you're going with your vision and your direction. We've got the backstory, and we can jump in really quickly to help make suggestions that are going to tweak your success, tweak your strategy, and make the biggest impact. Hey, Michelle, thanks for joining here this morning on Friday, Facebook Live Friday. I'm so glad you are here, Krista, because I know you've had a lot of experience in developing a secret garden of success, getting in communities of high caliber other business women. So we are on the 5th and final essential quality of a secret garden of success, and that is consistency of exposure and accountability. I said a second ago that the longer you are in a high caliber community, the bigger your return on investment, because the longer you are in that community, the more quickly we can make progress. People know your backstory. They know where you're from, where you're at in your business or career, and where you are going to. You know, some of the problems that I see with monthly groups that maybe meet once a month for an evening speaker or a lunch, session is that you get really inspired sometimes and make some great connections in that 1 hour a month, but then you're left floundering for the next 3.5 weeks. And that inspiration followed by frustration causes it really beats a woman's confidence up we think, well, man, how could I be so inspired one day and so, caught in a funk the other? Instead of evening out that roller coaster of emotion, a group that meets consistently is going to even that emotional journey out. And that's where real progress and momentum is made. I'm just going to go back here to what Aubrey said. Aubrey, always the commitment from the members in terms of their commitment to their own business, the rules around their participation, awesome point, and the quality of the problems they bring to the group to discuss. Yes, those are 3 fantastic points. Thank you, Aubrey. See, I knew there was a reason to ask you this. The more real they are about their business, the more helpful fixing of their problems to the group as a whole. Absolutely. A financial commitment brings a higher energetic commitment. You talk about deeper problems. You're not talking about, low-level drama and annoyances. You are talking about the big ticket items that are really going to move the ball in your career and business. Awesome point. Love it. Thank you so much for that, Aubrey. Hey, Pardeep, you're here as well. Okay. So what I'm talking about, this 5th and final point, ladies, is the consistent exposure and accountability in your secret garden of success. And what I mean by this isn't just a once a month, coffee chat. It's multiple touch points of accountability and exposure. For example, a weekly group call where you can jump in with your high caliber sister members and really sift and sort through the challenges. It is monthly private attention from a mentor, a leader, a coach that really has eyes on your business, your career, and where you are taking it. And a third component, which I'm really lit up about, is regular live events that take you out of your day-to-day operations, your head down plowing through, modus operandi, taking you out of that at a regular interval so that you can, really reflect back, take on a new perspective, see new inspiration, and really lift your head up and see where you are going on the horizon. So important. But often what I find is that the groups that we have access to locally don't have all 3 of those components: regular accountability, private attention from a mentor or coach, and the opportunity to get out of our day-to-day and really think bigger. So those are the 5 essential qualities of creating your secret garden of success. Again, it's size, not too big, not too small, somewhere around the 8, 10, 15 level of members, diversity of members, so you can truly be the expert and shine and feel safe in revealing the challenges that you're working through, not competing with other members. The third is having really strong leadership, so you can relax into that space and be poured into by others instead of also trying to organize and be the member. Fourth is a highly committed community of other women, and that requires a financial investment to bring that commitment, to bring the high-level problems that are going to move you and your business and your career forward. And fifth is having that consistent exposure and accountability. So instead of going through inspiration and frustration roller coaster, you really are moving on a much more elegant trajectory upwards. Awesome. Susanna says, I love the idea of getting out of the routine. I tend to get bogged down in the details, baby, which is good for my field of work, but it gets overwhelming, emotionally draining, psychologically draining, everything. I totally hear what you're saying, Susanna. Awesome. Thanks for that feedback. So that is really what I wanted to share with you ladies today, as an opportunity for you to use these 5 qualities as a bit of a litmus test for what kind of community you have access to locally. At this level of your career and business, I know you've had many of these experiences, whether it's monthly memberships where you're competing for the same business with other members, or whether it's these mammoth, industry-wide events where you're a lost name in a sea of faces. Or sometimes if it's, maybe you've been part of a mastermind or a group coaching program, but it was great in some respects, but it was only a piece of the support that you truly needed to create the results you wanted. I've been there myself, and that's why I'm really passionate about creating this new community inside Career Freedom Secret, or inside of our group of female business leaders of style, wit, and substance. So here's what I want you to know, ladies. if this is lighting you up, if you feel like you are suffering from the lonely leader syndrome and that your attempts to find a community of really nurturing, inspiring, and high caliber women has not been as successful as you'd like it to be, then I want you to know about the opportunity to work with me. I am creating right now a community of really well-curated, high-caliber, and truly committed businesswomen who have their stuff together. They are not newbies. They are established women in their line of business. They are each experts in their area, and they are totally committed to coming together for outstanding growth, real connection, and real results. If that is something that you are interested in and you know you want to take a look at, then I'm going to invite you to private message me. The only way that you can gain access to this opportunity is either by private invitation, maybe we've worked together in the past, or by application. I want to make sure that the members that come together in this community really have the right chemistry. I want to be that strong leader that creates the secret garden for your success. So if you're interested, just private message me. We'll set up a time to have a video chat and see if it's a mutual fit for both of us. And if it's not, that's okay. You can continue to be part of this free Facebook community. We'll keep doing Facebook Lives. We'll continue to be friends, and I'll continue to support you in whatever way possible. But if you know you are craving your secret garden of success, where you can really grow to the next level, link arms with other high caliber, committed, classy women who aren't about ego, but all about growth and impact, then reach out to me and we'll see if it's a fit. That is what I wanted to share today. Looking at the clock, woo, perfect timing. So I've got a couple of minutes left. Ladies, if you've got questions about anything that I have shared here this morning, post those right now. I'd love to respond to those. Other ideas, ladies, on anything that I've shared today, on the 5 qualities of a high caliber community, AKA your secret garden of success. Anything else? Oh, one of the things, okay, this is one thing, don't go anywhere. I promised to explain what I mean by an anemic community. An anemic community and how you can spot it a mile away. This is what I mean by that. An anemic business community is one that is based on the model where there's a low monthly membership fee. Maybe there's a $200, $300, $500, get started fee, and then it continues with a slow drip membership. And they feed you the classic chicken Caesar salad, in some dingy hotel meeting room. And you're all trying to compete for, maybe they're teaching you low-level tactics for getting new clients, right? Does anybody relate? You can post a 6 in the comments if you've experienced this. And what I mean by that being an anemic business community is that the success of that model rests on the leadership continually adding new members, right? There's a financial model that requires that they continue to bring new members. And so they're less choosy on who gets in the room. So long as they've got, a business, a heartbeat, and a credit card, they let them in. And unfortunately, what that creates is an environment of competition, because maybe there are other people that do what you do. Number 2, maybe you're all from the same geographical marketplace and you're competing for the same marketplace dollars and clients. And number 3, a lot of times you don't get the private attention you need because the leadership is really looking at bringing in new members, not necessarily taking a look at what you need to succeed in your individual business and address your unique challenges. So that's what I mean by an anemic business community. It looks like a good idea because there's lots of new members joining and everybody's piling on, but under the surface, it's a model that's really driven by high volume membership and low attention for individual members. So that's what I mean by anemic. Post a 6 if you have experienced that, an anemic business community. I'd love to know. Okay, ladies, that's what I wanted to share with you today. And so, again, if you are watching the replay, type replay, let me know how these 5 qualities land with you. And if you are interested in taking a look at the private community I am putting together for 2018 for a select group of high caliber, high quality, and committed women, then just private message me and we'll hop on a call together. Have a great Friday. Thanks for being here. Mwah, and take care.